This one law of attraction myth, if you believe it, will derail your progress, often leave you very frustrated and irritated with this entire process of attracting in what you want, and leave you in a spot of hopelessness. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about changing that. Stay tuned. Hey, Scott Haug here, and welcome into today's video about a law of attraction myth that I want to talk about today. And I want you to listen to this video from beginning to end, because if you really get what I'm talking about here, you're going to feel a lot more liberated. You're going to feel this process of manifesting in what you want is easier than you think it is. And there's a lot more simple steps that come with the ideas essentially opposite to this myth. So this idea of law of attraction manifestation, this myth that we're going to be talking about, is that we control basically what comes into our life. I had a client the other day, it was actually maybe a month and a half ago now. It's a very important topic he asked about, and he said, I've been studying for a long time, personal development, manifestation, law of attraction, and essentially I walk day to day feeling as if I'm a creator. I do understand the laws of attraction. I understand and believe in the infinite. I believe in this energy work. I am living it. I feel like I've been able to elevate myself into a higher plane. But I struggle because on the physical plane, I am expecting good things to happen. I'm expecting money. I'm expecting abundance. Yet things aren't happening according to my expectations. It's a very real world client example that I'm working with one-on-one with this individual and client. And it dawned upon me that this is a major obstacle for most people, and it was for me at one point in my life as well. With all the law of attraction videos out there and all the manifestation videos, sometimes it's perceived that as long as we are thinking about what we want and you're constantly only thinking about that thing, you're going to get what you want. And as long as you're expecting abundance, it's going to come to you. And that's just not exactly how this stuff works. So the trap for him was he was starting to get really frustrated. He knew this information. He's been studying. He was only my client for about 4 weeks or so, and then he asked that question. So we were just digging into our depth of energetics and all the stuff that we do in our mentorship. But up until that point, he was a great student. He had studied a lot of the YouTube videos out there, a lot of self-help books, a lot of audio books, all that stuff. And he was starting to really evolve himself and ascend and really get to a higher level of consciousness. But from all those teachings, he felt like as long as he was expecting something to happen, he was in control of everything that was going on in his life and what would come into his life. As if like he was a living God dictating on how things were going to happen in his life, right? This thing's going to happen to me only, this positive circumstance, no obstacles. I'm expecting abundance, so I'm just going to receive an extra $50,000, for example, out of the blue today, those kinds of things. So it felt as if when it comes down to law of attraction manifestation, I'm in control of everything, right? And it's just not that's not how this works, this process, and it's not the factual reality that we live in. So it got him really frustrated because he feels like I'm doing so good mentally and spiritually, and I'm expecting good things, but they're not happening. So what's going on here? What's this disconnect that I'm feeling on a daily basis that I'm seeing also in my physical reality, okay? The other side to this, what I was teaching him is we're not really in control of that much. There's a great saying at a plant medicine resort that I had gone to for doing plant medicine, and they said, nothing is in control. The whole quote was, relax, nothing is in control, okay? Because really the fact of the matter is we're not really in control of nearly anything in this reality, and that scares us a lot. That's why a lot of us grip certainty, needing to know how things are going to happen, when they're going to happen, all those different things, the timeline of how things are going to play out. And we get into this spiral idea of control. But really, we're not in control of that much. The only thing that we're really in control of is our awareness of the moment-to-moment things that are going on in our own thoughts or feelings or actions. And then even outside of that, what we feel like we're in control of our life, we're not really in control at all. It's almost all automatic, subconscious programming and behavior, plus all of the different things coming into our life we're not really in control of. You're not in control of how anything happens on the outside plane, really. You're not in control of how tall that tree grows, even if you think it. You're not in control of how all these other people are living their lives, whether it's your family, your friends, your neighbors, your people, around you. You're not in control of the weather. You're not in control of the marketplace. You're not in control of the government. You're not in control. There's so many things that we're not in control of. Now, people will argue those points. I get it. People will argue those points that, well, if I'm thinking something, I'm going to influence it. I can change it. And that is absolutely true in a different style. That there are people in control, like, for example, certain celebrity figures or government figures or leaders in power. They do have some sort of control, right? They put laws and rules and out there and things. So people will argue the point of control. But we're not really getting into that dilemma right now. What we're talking about is when it comes to manifesting your desires in, there's not that much you control. You want to be more in the side of not guessing how it's going to come in. So here's what I used to do. I used to run a business where I have lots of clients, and I would say, this prospect is the right one for my program. I know it. They need it. They want it. I know they're going to enroll. So I would even visualize them enrolling. I would see them enrolling. I would see them signing the terms. I would see them doing the payment, whatever that looks like. But I would see that exact person. And then come to find out the next day, they say, I can't do it. And internally for me, I was like, what's this disconnect? How did that happen? I'm visualizing it, I'm affirming it, and yet this thing still happens, right? The other way to go about this is go more general. And that's all you need to stay is tuned into frequency and actually dropping that from the conscious to the subconscious mind and being able to tune into that frequency of where you want to go and with your aligned self. I did a video on this last Monday. So check back to our special edition videos where I'll share more input on this, or the link above as well as coming on the screen. But the idea here is you don't guess who it is. You don't guess. You stay tuned in, and then somebody who you don't think is going to enroll is going to enroll. Somebody who you are kind of like iffy 50-50, they're going to enroll, they're going to enroll. And that person who you really think is going to enroll, they're not going to. See, we're not here as guessers and trying to figure out how this universe or how this energy is going to piece all these things together. We're not here to dictate the circumstance. We're here to dictate how tuned in we are with the energy. We're the pointer of the energy. We're not the actual dictator of all the little pieces of the puzzle that are going to fill in the blank from A to Z. Does that make sense? So essentially, like, I'm not going to guess on how much money I'm going to bring in today. I'm not going to guess if it's going to come the money that I want in by Friday. Instead, I stay tuned in and allow all of the pieces to fall into place within where I am today to where I'm going. So the difference here is, again, what I was teaching my client, going back to my client here, is this is in control. What we want to do is you stay tuned in and allow all these other things to flow through your life and allow the obstacles to become opportunities for your soul to evolve to a higher level than it is right now, what it's becoming. Okay, so we're going to be talking more about this in future videos. So throw number one into the chat box or the comment box below if this is something that you'd like more information on, like not trying to control all the aspects of the reality, but instead opening myself up to the flow of life and surrender, letting and allowing essentially to allow all the pieces of the puzzle to flow to me. So I'm not dictating how everything is going in my life because that's impossible. What you're doing is dictating the frequency you are fused with to allow all the things to move forward that you want to move forward. All right. So number one, into the comment box below, if you'd like some more information, I'll create some more videos on this and more in-depth process of how you switch from feeling like you're in control to actually feeling out of control with intentionality. Now, most law of attraction videos are not talking about that. And that's why they have these crazy titles sometimes, like do this thing in one day and all these other things. But really what it comes down to is if you can start working more on the spirit plane than the mental plane, you're going to start to see phenomenal changes moving forward a lot easier. Okay? Because a lot of manifestation out there, I'm just thinking mentally, do my affirmations, do my visualization. And yes, those all work and we do teach those. But also the flow of life, the surrendering process, the letting and allowing is just as important. And this is the energy field that we want to work through, all right? So really important. If you want to get some more in-depth information, you want to work one-on-one with me, you want me to help you with your energetics, and I can be your energetics mentor and helping you to the next space, that complete next level, opening your life and business to a whole new level. Link in the description below, and book a call with my team so I can explain more with you. And also, if you're looking to become a teacher of this information, we have a certified manifestation coach program where you become certified with us. You teach this information, not from, you're not being a false coach and trying to help people earn $1 million when you're not earning $1 million. What I'm talking about here is being authentic and genuine to what you can actually help people through. And we also give franchise licensing rights to use our core curriculums as well. So a lot of this is done for you. If you want to start looking into something like that, link in the description below as well. So you can go out there and not only get mentoring, but also get the certification, the business strategies and practices for you to move a coaching business forward to 10,000 a month, 50,000 a month, 100,000 a month, and well beyond that. All right. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel here. We put out a lot of great information, and click the bell icon to get notified. Throw a like on the video if you haven't done so already. And remember, throw a number 1 into the chat box, the comment box below, if this is something you want more information on. Scott Haug signing off here. Okay. And again, remember, practice less control and more flow, more surrender, more letting and allowing. Again, if you want more exercises, specifics on this, throw number 1 in the comment box below, and also link in the description. The mentorship is going to blow you away. It's beyond anything I promise you've ever seen before. So get some more information on that as well. We'll see you over in the next video.